Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so as I was saying, so I don't know what it was I ate last night. Well, I do know, but so last night I went to go to a barbecue joint and it smelled really good and it was amazing. However, I think the meat I got was undercooked. So I'm currently suffering from food poisoning, but I'm managing. But I don't think it's a good idea that I should be drinking this, but honestly, I don't care. Because it's what's getting me through for the day. I told you guys, this is my life essence. You need to understand this. So anyways, today, I have a special guest with us today. And we are going to be talking about the new Nintendo Direct news that has been released 2 days ago. Would have covered it yesterday, but we had some scheduling issues, so we decided to push it to today. Plus, it's Friday, so I'm pretty sure, maybe a lot more people might tune in today. So anyways, so now, to reveal who our special guest is for today, is our new employee, Evan!
Hello.
What the heck was that? What was that?
Hello.
Oh my god. Anyway, so this is our new employee, Evan. You've been here for how long now? About 2 months?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, he's been here for about 2 months, so if you guys see him in the store when I'm not around, be sure to give him, a nice hello, and I'm pretty sure he'll help you out just as well as I am. So anyway, yesterday, while we weren't able to do on Wednesday when I was working with him, when we had time, we actually were able to watch the Nintendo Direct. We kind of skimmed through some of the parts, like on the 3DS section, that weren't too keen with us, but other than that, that Direct had me really excited. So let's talk about some of the few things. So one, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the massive sequel that some of you have been waiting for since the Wii U's first one. They finally gave a drop date for it. It's going to come out on December 1st. There's going to be the standard version with it, and there's also going to be a special edition with it. It's going to be coming with a sound selection CD, a special metal game case. I love those metal game cases. What else does it come with? A 220-page hardbound art book at a suggested price of $99.99, so basically $100. There's also going to be a Switch Pro controller. I'm pretty sure some of you that saw that, but if you haven't, the Switch Pro controller is themed around Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's like what was it? Like a metallic pink?
Yeah, it's like a metallic pink with like navy green kind of.
Yeah, it had like a little. Basically, it had the color scheme of
And it was like an X through it. Like the green was the X, and then the rest of the controller was like a background pink.
Yeah, it was based on what's her name? Oh my god, I already forgot her name. It's the chick in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Anyways, it's based on her color scheme. It looks really nice. Like honestly, I really want to get me it. And that is also. That's probably still going to be sold, for your regular Switch Pro controller prices. But, okay, so it says right here that the controller theme is actually going to be $75. For a Pro controller, better be painted in gold. Oh, and another thing that we got excited that Project Octopath.
Oh, Octopath? What was that?
Oh, his Octopath Traveler.
Wasn't it?
It was the one that
just based off of.
It was.
I thought you said it was based off.
It was made by the people that made a Bravely Default on the 3DS.
That's right.
But and it's under Square Enix, so it's going to be RPG. But what is cool was that it's pixel art, but it's also like CG. Like that was like the art software is completely different from what I would expect. Even though it's back to ye old pixel times, but it looks really nice. And what's cool is that there's 8 different people that you get to choose, and each one of them has their own story to be told. And oh my god, it looked really interesting. I really did love Bravely Default. I didn't get to play the second one, unfortunately. I really should, but I don't know what's veered me away from it. But the first one I really enjoyed. What else should we got here? Oh yeah, and the Doom release and Wolfenstein 2.
Those are big releases, man.
On the Switch. I never thought I'd see the day I'd see something like that on the Switch. Doom, I could kind of understand because Doom's been here for
a long time.
Not only that, but also on its original console as well. People keep messaging me, and And that's going to be coming out on, let's see, they're going to be releasing, or Wolfenstein: The New Colossus is going to be launching in 2018, and I believe Doom is coming out at the end of this year, alongside with Mario Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
I'll touch Mario Odyssey in a bit, but oh man.
Yeah, especially since...
I'm going to say this right now, I called it.
Isn't Wolfenstein 2 like a newer title, though? Because it just came out, didn't it?
Wait, what?
Wolfenstein 2. Isn't that like a relatively new title? So for it to come out on Switch this soon, that's kind of a big surprise. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. Then we got Splatoon 2. What they released is they brought back the Kelp Dome stage, and they kind of tweaked the stage a little bit. But other than that, that got updated today, actually. So if you haven't got to it yet, it's going to be there. And they also added a new stage called a Snapper Canal. And they also added the extra large Borrelia, the Borrelia weapon. So basically, like, you remember the umbrella thing that is like,
yeah,
it freaking like made like this huge wall that you're just like,
basically just a riot
shield. He just made like riot shields out of umbrellas.
And then didn't it send paint that got splattered on it back at your?
Oh yeah, it reflected. Yeah. I was like, what? It's OP. Yeah, I even told you I was like, this is OP. It needs a nerf.
Already.
And then the ARMS update. I believe it happened at the end of that.
Yeah, it happened yesterday. Or no,
it was Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, it literally happened like right after the direct ended. ARMS got updated. They added the new character of Lollipop, and he was looking at it like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's a clown. I'm like, joke's on you. That's not it.
Oh god. No, I haven't
like,
seen that movie, but I don't really want to.
I was like, you know it. Oh, dude, I'm terrible today.
I don't know whether to say you're 0 for 2 or 2 for 2, but, you know.
Oh, let's see, what else do we got? Oh yeah, Kirby Star Allies. That's going to look a lot of fun. So it's basically, Kirby Star Allies basically almost gives the feel back of Kirby and the Crystal Shards. That game I enjoyed so damn much. And, what's cool is that you actually get to make allies with the enemies, and you get to use them to help you out. You can create even like a bunch of different new powers and everything, and it's going to be coming out, I think, it's coming out next year in spring.
I want to say that's accurate.
Because, I know they saw some time, but yo, DDD was
yeah.
Boy, was that man ripped. I was like, oh my god. Like, he was like spinning around the pillar. I was like, what? He was like, I was like, yo, like freaking big beef right here, like, I was dying.
I'm just trying to think of an accurate like description of how to picturize that.
I don't want to picture a buffed up penguin with a giant hammer that's just gonna wail on me. Oh, and Fire Emblem Warriors. So, I'm very sure a lot of you older Fire Emblem fans got really excited for this, or even some of you new ones that still enjoy this character. They confirmed Lindis, or AKA Lyn. When you saw her, I was like, yo! Dude, I was so excited. And, like, I already had a feeling she was going to be there, but it's like, I wasn't going to believe it until I saw it. With a lot of people. But right then and there, like, I was excited as hell that she finally got confirmed. And they're going to be releasing it on October 20th, and there's also going to be a special edition bundle with it. Oh, what else do we got?
Arcade Archive.
They were talking about the Arcade Archive, so basically, I guess it's going to be Virtual Console. First one they talked about was the original Mario Brothers. It's going to be launching on September 27th, and the others that are coming out is like versus Super Mario Brothers, versus Balloon Fighter, versus Ice Climbers, and Pinball, and Clue Clue Land. Oh, I remember Clue Clue Land. And those are coming out as well later, but not on that same exact date. Oh, what else we got? That Snipper Clips Plus. Is it that was an indie game, right?
I think so. I think so. I think that was an indie game, but I don't know for sure. I think it was an indie game.
Yeah, because they're saying that it says right here that it comes with more than 30 new stages, new challenges, new features, and it's coming to stores for the first time. It can also be a digital copy for $10, but the Snipper Plus cut it out together launches on the Switch for $30. So you can get a physical copy with all the extra stuff, I guess, for $30. But the game by itself, without all that, before that even comes out, is already $10. I think it's already in the market.
Yeah, you just buy it up.
And then Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim. I will admit, it looks...
It does look pretty good.
He was even surprised for how it looked on the Switch.
For a handheld console, that looks really good. That looks like high-end PC graphics level.
Uh-huh. And they said that that's going to release on November 17th, and, you know, if you use your Link amiibo, or I guess any sort of... Actually, I think it's just the Breath of the Wild one exclusively.
Yeah. That
you get his sword, the Master Sword and the shield, and the Breath of the Wild get up for your character, so that's funny. Then they showed Rocket League. Honestly, I really don't care about Rocket League. I'm sorry for you Rocket League fans. You can go and help her out, and I'll talk about these. We got Dragon Quest Builders.
Did you fix phone?
No, we don't fix phones. You can go to UTech right across the street. So
yeah, we got Dragon Quest Builders. Dragon Quest Builders. I don't know about that. Dragon Quest, like, don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Quest, but I don't want it. So, Evan, remember how we were talking about Dragon Quest Builders, that we didn't want it to be Minecraft? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday?
Dragoncraft.
Oh, yeah, Dragoncraft? Oh. Or Minequest? Oh. Yeah, I can't. But, that's going to be releasing next year in spring. Then we got LA Noire. Ooh. LA Noire, I'll be honest, I was itching to play when I had a 360 once upon a time, but I had to get rid of it. But now that it's going to be coming on the Switch with all of its DLC and everything, it's going to have Joy-Con mode with gyroscope gesture-based controls, new wide over-the-shoulder camera angles, and all this lovely jazz. I wouldn't mind giving it a shot if I had the chance, but I'm going to have to wait till then.
Well, LA Noire was definitely a good game back when it was on the when it was on the 360 and it was popular. It had a good storyline, and it definitely has the good graphics, that's for sure. So this might even be better than the 360 version just because of the graphics upgrade. So it's definitely worth a pick up.
Why did people weren't too fond of it?
Well, I mean, the combat mechanic. There's not as much combat as you thought there would for like a detective game, but at the same time, that's kind of implied. It's more about solving crimes rather than getting into firefights, which makes sense. But
I guess they figure because it's a game from Rockstar.
Yeah, how they're known for the
I like
GTA.
that, the Mafia-esque days.
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
they really don't make that many games that are like that anymore. And that kind of thing. Aside from, I remember our old days of The Godfather and Scarface and stuff. But I'm talking about an own genuine game in that time frame per se. Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, for all I know, there's probably a game out there made by somebody that has that. But I'm just saying, from major corporations, I guess.
Well, I mean, but Mafia was more about a lot of combat because that was more of the illicit side of things rather than LA Noire as detective.
Yeah.
So
I think detective is because you get to tip fedora and be like "milady."
I'm pretty sure that happens in the game.
And then they were talking about all the sports games that are coming. So you got NBA 2K18, you got FIFA 18. NBA 2K18 comes out on the 17th of October. FIFA 18 comes out on the 29th, and WWE 2K18 will be announced at a later date, they said. Then Lost Sphere, the modern take on traditional RPGs from Square Enix, comes on the January 23rd. They didn't really give that much information. Then they talked about Sonic Forces, aka DeviantArt Forces. I can back on this, I'm sorry. I was in that back in my day. Okay, so no, back when the GameCube came out and when Sonic Adventure 2 and all that stuff was really popular at its time, when everybody was making their Sonic OC characters on DeviantArt, yeah, I was around those people, and oh boy. I mean, I don't mind it. I didn't mind it at the time, but it's looking back on it now, I'm just ugh. I still remember one solidly. I think his name was Jungle King.
Why?
It was literally just a green recolor of Sonic with some, minor details and stuff, and longer strands, almost like vines and stuff. It was just
reminds me of Jet from the Sonic Riders.
It was
game,
edgy.
kinda.
It was edgy. It was super fast. I'm like, oh my god,
man,
super fast.
Whoa.
But anyway, so that's going to be coming out on November 7th. And then they also showed Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2, and they both launch on November 28th, so that's cool. Then I know they have Flip Wars. They got Morphe's Law. Morphe's Law is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Morphe's Law comes out in the winter. Then they have Arena of Valor, and then there's Nindies. Yeah, Nindies. Let's see. Then Amiibo Talk. We're talking about the release of the 4 champions from Breath of the Wild.
Don't they have...
Daruk, Mifa, Rivali, and Urbosa. And those all come out on November 10th, and they're sold separately. But I'm pretty sure, if I recall, I did see that they made a bundle with all 4 of them together.
I
If that's the
imagine
case,
they would.
I'm gonna get it if they do, because I love all of them. And what's cool is that when you've used your Amiibo on your Switch or Wii U, whichever one you have, they actually give Link a headgear that's specified to that champion's divine beast that they control. So that was really cool. And then for the 3DS, they talked about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They were talking about the story, talking about the Pokemon Necrozma. Basically, that's like the trio for all 3 of them, for Solgaleo and Lunala. Like, in similarities would be, Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza, etc. This is their trilogy, or trio per se. So basically, they said that even though it is Pokemon Fusion, like Zekrom and Kyurem and Reshiram and Kyurem to make Black Kyurem and White Kyurem respectively, this one actually turns out that Necrozma himself takes control of them. So basically, it's Necrozma Duskmane form and Necrozma Dawn Wings form. Because basically he just takes over Solgaleo and Lunala, which is pretty interesting. At least it's not like they literally combine to the same thing. He literally attaches to them like armor.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And you see the rainbow or prism eyes that he has, and basically that's what he has.
Okay, at least there's a UI.
And then they were talking about if you activate a code by January 10th, you can get a special Rockruff that can evolve into the Dusk form Lycanroc, and it gets its own exclusive move. But I don't know what the hype is on getting 12 free Quick Balls.
I don't know.
I could just get that's whatever. And they also showed a really cool Pokeball themed 2DS. And then that comes out a week prior to it on November 3rd. So if you want to get your hands on it, go for it. And they also showed that beautiful white orange.
Yeah.
That white cream orange.
So crisp.
I know, spicy. The 2DS XL. That comes out on October 6th. And that's going to be $149.99, so $150. But what the 3DS had me really excited about, that Mario Party, the Top 100. Oh my god. So Mario Party Top 100 comes out on November 10th, and what that is, I believe you're able to play against your other friends if you have any. Feels bad, man.
Wow, that took a turn.
I know, but yeah, if you have a lot of friends that have 3DSs and you want to hop in and be able to fight each other on Mario Party games like you could way back in the day, but you can't because either the games are too expensive or etc. But now you can, because what Mario Party the Top 100 is, they drag mini games from all 10 Mario Parties from 1 to 10, not like Mario Party DS and stuff. Just the staple from 1 to 10, pull them all together into one big game, and you can play some of the newer characters like Rosalina and stuff in them, and you just get to play against each other.
And aren't they remastered? Mm-hmm. So they look better?
Yeah, some of them are remastered. The one I saw for sure, Bumper Balls.
Oh, that was so...
Bumper Balls, boys, you're done. You can't stop me on Bumper Balls, oh my god. And then everyone's like, Then they got a Kirby Battle Royale that comes out on January 19th. And they'll also have a 25th anniversary thing going on for Kirby that you can go vote for his favorite copy ability. They got a new Professor Layton game, but it's actually his daughter, Catriel Layton. And I think it's a little fun puzzle game and figuring out stuff. But either way, it's really cool. So it's basically a refresher, and that comes out October 6th. And then Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, that's going to come out also on October 6th. So not only are they releasing a Goomba, Koopa Troopa, and the existing Boo amiibos, they give you these stamps to unlock stuff in the game. But it's basically a beautiful remaster of Superstar Saga, and I really can't wait for that because that was one of my favorite games. And if none of you have played any of the Mario and Luigi games, I highly advise you do. Have you or
Yeah.
no?
Oh, well, what do you mean by Mario and Luigi games? Just any?
Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, Bowser's Inside Story, and Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
No, I have not.
Who is this man? I don't know who you are anymore.
Okay.
But I highly, highly recommend playing them. The stories for them are beautiful. Their enemies and stuff, like all of that, the backstory, it's great. And even some old enemies from the first one reappear again later. It's great. Then they also talked about Yokai Watch 2. There's going to be an update, the Oni Evolution update that's coming out on September 14th. Well, it's already here as yesterday. The game for Yokai Watch 2, I believe it comes out on the 29th. It's calling me from Nebraska? Get out of here. I don't know. And then they were finally porting Minecraft to the 3D.
Like, we weren't expecting that to happen.
Honestly, I feel like that's a bit too late.
Yeah, it is a bit too late. I mean, I don't even know. I didn't even hear about the release of the PS4 version of Minecraft. I never heard about that, and now they're coming out with a 3DS version. It's like,
Yeah, then you have
way
a new
over.
game for the Ace Attorney series, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. It launches in November, and then the action-packed Fire Emblem Warriors game launches on October 20th.
objection.
And then lastly, I'm pretty sure some of you guys might be looking for it right now if you can't find it, but we have it. Metroid Samus Returns. We have 2 copies left. So
Ooh.
if you come now, you can get it not for 40, not for 35, $30. So if you want it, you better hurry. We got 2 left. And we also have 1 copy of Destiny 2 in as well. But it's only for PlayStation 4 because we're all out of Xbox Ones. So there's that. And then finally, I'm going to touch on Mario Odyssey. Holy crap. The trailer was beautiful. I have no words for it. And like if you do a comparison with how Peach looked in there as she did to the trailer that was released at E3, she looks a lot better.
That
Because
is
I will admit, like
definitely-
back at E3, like that's generally like how she did look, like even in the more like kind of modern Mario games. But there, she actually looks a little bit different. Looks a lot more crisp and clean, and I'm really happy about it. And oh my god! So basically, they're going to be doing a bundle with it. I think it's $380.
I
It comes
think
with
so.
2 red Mario Joy-Cons. It comes with its own Mario Odyssey case for the Switch. Comes with the Mario Odyssey game and the Switch itself. So,
Doesn't the Switch have a custom decal on it?
No, it's not
I
going to
thought
be
it
custom
did?
decal.
Okay.
Their customization is, I guess, is just a Joy-Con.
Joy-Cons in the case.
And plus, I don't think the skins would be able to work on that material.
I thought
don't
there
know.
was like a etching of like a mushroom on the back of the console itself.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought there was.
Eh,
yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so other than that, I'd say we pretty much covered about everything. So once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you next Tuesday, okay? Take care.